There in the harbor of the lake before me I saw a juicy little coracle of beef, its thwarts were of curds, its brow of lard, its stern of butter, its oars were flitches of venison. Then I rode across the wide expanse of the new milk lake, through seas of broth, past river mouths of meat, over swelling boisterous waves of buttermilk, by perpetual pools of savory lard, by islands of cheese, by headlands of old curds, until I reached the firm level land between Buttermount and Milk Lake, in the land of early eating, in front of the hermitage of the wizard doctor. Marvelous, indeed, was the hermitage. Around it were 700 smooth steaks of old bacon, and instead of thorns above the top of every steak was fixed juicy lard. There was a gate of cream, whereon was a bolt of sausage, and there I saw the doorkeeper, Bacon Lad, son of Butterkins, son of Lardival, with his smooth sandals of old bacon, his legging of pot meat round his shins, his tunic of corned beef, his girdle of salmon skin round him, his hood of flummery about him, his steed of bacon under him, with its 4 legs of custard, its 4 hoofs of oaten bread, its ears of curds, its 2 eyes of honey in its head, in his hand a whip, the cords whereof were 24 fair white puddings, and every juicy drop that fell from each of these puddings would have made a meal for an ordinary man. On going in I beheld the wizard doctor with his 2 gloves of rump steak on his hands, setting in order the house, which was hung all round with tripe, from roof to floor. I went into the kitchen, and there I saw the wizard doctor's son, with his fishing hook of lard in his hand, and the line was made of marrow, and he was angling in a lake of whey. Now he would bring up a flitch of ham, and now a fillet of corned beef, and as he was angling, he fell in, and was drowned. As I set my foot across the threshold into the house, I saw a pure white bed of butter, on which I sat down, but I sank down and chewed up to the tips of my hair. Hard work had the 8 strongest men in the house to pull me out by the top of the crown of my head. Then I was taken into the wizard doctor. "What aileth thee?" said he. "My wish would be, that all the many wonderful viands of the world were before me, that I might eat my fill and satisfy my greed. But alas! Great is the misfortune to me, who cannot obtain any of these." "On my word," said the doctor, "the disease is grievous, but thou shalt take home with thee a medicine to cure thy disease, and shalt be forever healed therefrom." "What is that?" asked I. "When thou goest home tonight, warm thyself before a glowing red fire of oak, made up on a dry hearth, so that its embers may warm thee, its blaze may not burn thee, its smoke may not touch thee, and make for thyself thrice 9 morsels, and every morsel as big as an heath fowl's egg, and in each morsel 8 kinds of grain, wheat and barley, oats and dry, and therewith 8 condiments, and to every condiment 8 sauces. And when thou hast prepared thy food, take a drop of drink, a tiny drop, only as much as 20 men will drink, and let it be of thick milk, of yellow bubbling milk, of milk that will gurgle as it rushes down thy throat. And when thou hast done this, whatever disease thou hast, shall be removed. Go now," said he, "in the name of cheese, and may the smooth juicy bacon protect thee, may yellow curdy cream protect, may the cauldron full of pottage protect thee." Now, as MacConglinney recited his vision, what with the pleasure of the recital and the recounting of these many pleasant viands, and the sweet savor of the honey morsels roasting on the spits, the lawless beast that dwelt within the king came forth until it was licking its lips outside his head. Then MacConglinney bent his hand with the 2 spits of food, and put them to the lips of the king, who longed to swallow them, wood, food, and all. So he took them an arm's length away from the king, and the lawless beast jumped from the throat of Cathala into the spit. MacConglinney put the spit into the embers, and upset the cauldron of the royal house over the spit. The house was emptied, so that not the value of a cockchafer's leg was left in it.